Not one more, not one more life. Not one more, not one more life. Not one more, not one more life. We get to stand and say, not one more. No va a pasar más, ni a mis hijos ni a los tuyos. We got to stand in God's patience and God's grace and say, yes, we got the power and the intention to create that movement in our community.
Fitchburg! Fitchburg! Again, we want to thank you all for coming out today. We want to thank you for your love, your support, and your kindness. And remember, just like we said when we left Crocker Field, if they are a troublemaker, they are not a part of us. Let me make it clear. If they are a troublemaker, they are not a part of us. I need to hear you. If you want real change, you will stop a troublemaker right in their tracks. We're going to keep the focus right where it's supposed to be, on the issue. And anything other than the issue is a distraction. And we're going to deal with distractions. All right? Okay, again, thank you so much for coming. Listen, we got a powerful group here. Eladia is going to come and lead us right now.
Hey, Fitchburg! Thank you to everyone who came out to represent today and do it peacefully. We thank you for that. We're going to have a moment of silence, but before we do that, we are going to recognize the names of 100 individuals who have died as a result of police brutality within the past decade. So we're gonna not just talk about them, we're gonna say their name, okay? So we have youth here, we have people from the city. These are their names. We will. We will.
We'll do that after. We'll do that after.
Okay, we will.
We'll do that after. Just remain calm.
And I just want to say one last thing. The rate at which Black and brown Americans are killed by police is more than twice as high as the rate for white Americans. Today is the beginning of the end. We're gonna stop that. What we're doing, this movement, the movement across this country, is going to ensure that George Floyd's name is the last one on this list. Okay.
Hi, my name is Natalia. And I'm 15 and I'm from Fitchburg. And I'm just gonna read the names. Eric Gardner, John Crawford III, Azell Ford, Michael Brown, Dante Parker, Michelle Casso, Laquan McDonald, George Mann, Tanisha Anderson, Akai Gurley, Tamir Rice, Romaine Brisbane, Jeremy Reed, Matthew Ajibade, Frank Smart, Natasha McKenna, Tony Robinson, Anthony Hill, Maya Hall, Philip White, Eric Harris, Walter Scott, William Chapman II, Alexa Christian, and Brendan Glenn.
Hi, my name is David Clemens. I'm from Air. Victor Manuel LaRosa, Jonathan Sanders, Freddie Blue, Joseph Mann, Savada Ellswood, Sandra Bland, Albert Jose Davis, Darius Stewart, Bill Ray Davis, Samuel DeBose, Michael Savvy, Brian Keith Day, Christian Taylor, Troy Robinson, Ashems Farrell Manley, Felix Cuney, Keith Harrison McLeod, Junior Prosper, Lamontez Jones, Patterson Brown, Dominic Hutchinson, Anthony Ashford, Alonzo Smith, Tyree Crawford, India Cager.
Hi, my name is Sierra Fitz. I'm from Fitchburg. Levante Biggs, Michael Lee Marshall, Jamar Clark, Richard Perkins, Nathaniel Harris Pickett, Benny Lee Tigner, Miguel Espinal, Michael Noel, Kevin Matthews, Betty Jones, Quintonio Laguerre, Keith Childress, Janet Wilson, Randy Nelson, Antron Scott, Wendell Selstein, David Joseph, Colin Rockmore, Dejon Perkins, Christopher Davis, Marco Loud, Peter Gaines, Tori Robinson, Darius Robinson, Kevin Hicks.
I want to say thank you for everybody coming out here. But before I read this list, I want to say something. I'm Gennaro. And the main reason why we need to keep this peaceful, just first to let you know, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from a predominantly all-black area. So all you guys that's out here supporting Black Lives Matters that are not black, mixed, Spanish, whatever, you guys really make sure that this happens and the world sees that we're in unity for one. And then also I want to say, the reason we need to keep it peaceful, I'm from a place where it's historical. A lot of black people died to build that place. They've shed blood in the street to build other things for black people and minority people all over the country. So tearing shit up would be an injustice for all those people that are dead in the ground right now. So I want to keep that first to let you guys know that. And last thing I want to say to the police, right? All over the world, black and brown people, we shouldn't be in a box because sometimes we're trying to get home from the same people y'all trying to get home from. I want to let y'all know that, period. It's nothing against anybody, but all of us are in it sometimes all together. We know you get judged for your suit and we get judged for how we dress, but we're trying to get home from the same people and love our families just like you guys are doing. So from that, I'm going to continue the list. Here we go. Mary Trulexo, DeMarcus Simmer, Willie Tillman, Terrell Thomas, Seville Smith, Alton Sterling, Philando Castell, Terrence Crucher, Paul O'Neill, Alteria Woods, Jordan Edwards, Aaron Bailey, Ronell Foster, Stephon Clark, Antoine Rose II, Botham Jean, Palmer Turner, Dominique Clayton, and Atina Jefferson, Christopher Whitfield, Christopher McCory, Eric Reason, Michael Lorenzo, Breonna Taylor, and the last person that we all here for, George Floyd. All right? Thank you all for all coming out. That's all I got to say. One love.
Thank you, Janelle.
Okay, so now what we're getting ready to do, we're getting ready to have a 9-second moment of silence. Okay, 9 seconds, moment of silence. Now, I don't know what kind of condition your knee's in, but I cannot kneel for 9 minutes. If I get down there, I'm going to need everybody to help me get up. So we're going to do 9 seconds, okay, in honor of Mr. Floyd, okay? 9-second moment of silence. If you so choose to kneel, then you do that. If you so choose to kneel, then you do that. If you choose to stand, you do that. Whatever way you choose to honor those 9 seconds, that's your prerogative. Okay, now we start our moment of silence. Thank you. Fitchburg! Fitchburg! And now we're going to hear from the greatest mayor in this country, Mayor Stephen D. Natale!
Thank you, Tommy. I'm here to listen, not so much to speak, but I'm going to say a few words about the city that you're in right now. The city of Fitchburg has always been, always will be, all inclusive. And it's demonstrated by the faith community that we have here today, along with all the people, and I've already met some people that aren't from Fitchburg, certainly Chelmsford, Westford area. I'm sure there are other people. If you're not from Fitchburg, raise your hand for me, will you? Yeah. We're going to teach the country and the state how it's done, okay? This city has been all inclusive. It always has been. It is a tapestry, and we're proud of that. You see the faith-based community that's up here supporting us, and I need to say who these people are because they need to be recognized for the important work that they do day in and day out. Steve Mayo, the pastor of Elm Street Congregation. Dennis Bradley, New Life Spanish Christian Church, one of my favorite churches. Father Juan Ramirez, St. Anthony Parish. Reggie Smith, Tom Hughes, New Creations Community Church. Meredith Christian, First Baptist Church. Gary Collette, Westminster. He's from Westminster, but right on the line, so we'll count him as Fitchburg. The Bread of Life Church. And Will Doc Angelo and I talked earlier today. I think he's up at the Upper Common greeting people as they go by. Thank you all. Also, two of the greatest people in this city. I don't think Adrian's here. Is Adrian here? He's not. He couldn't make it. Leona Wetzel. Thank you, Leona. Come over here. Come over here. Get out here. She helped to put this together, and we couldn't be happier. Thank you. All right? Okay. And again, thank you for coming here to Fitchburg, voicing your concerns and your anger at what went on, and we all agree. We're in agreement. So please, pray to God that everything goes smoothly today and that this will be the positive event that it was meant to be to begin with. Thank you all for coming to Fitchburg, and thank you all for your commitment. Oh, I missed again. I talk about a tapestry for Khan Miamud, there he is, from the Ahmadiyya Muslim Church Temple in Fitchburg. Thank you, Fuquan. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, our police chief, the greatest chief in the world, our brother, Ernie Martineau.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to Fitchburg. Welcome to Fitchburg. You know, I have never been prouder of this community than what I'm seeing today. Looking at the faces out here. Look at the faces that came out to this city. You know, I have lived in this city for my entire life, 55 years. I was born right up that street over there. I spent 33 years of my life wearing this uniform. 33 years of my life wearing this uniform. I have seen too much over my years. It started many, many years ago when we witnessed what happened to Rodney King. We've been talking this talk for way too long. You know, as I left the police station today and I spoke to all my officers, I said, guys, ladies, Let's go out there today and show them what Fitchburg is made about. Today, we're going to make history. We're going to make history today because we're going to show everybody else in the state how this is done. We can get together as a family. I don't care if you're white, black, brown. We can get together as a family. I told my police officers, you come out today, you shake hands, you hug people, you do everything you can. You know, we have some of the finest police officers around. I am very proud of the men and women that work in this police department, wear this uniform. I'll tell you though, we're not all perfect. We're not all perfect. And I can say that as a person that's worn this uniform for 33 years. We're gonna change by your voice. Your voice. Your voice. We are going to change with your voice. I appreciate your voice. Let it be heard. Every young person out here, let your voices be heard. You be the change agent. You be the change agent. I can teach my police officers how to respect you, young lady. I can teach my police officers how to respect you, young man. But we got to do it together. We have to all do change together. And you know what? I've been doing this a long time. My time wearing this uniform will come to an end at some point. But young lady, you're going to be around a long time. Don't let any names be added to that list. You be the change agent. You be the change agent. Today is not about me. Today is about celebrating the life of George Floyd. Today is about coming out as a community, acting respectfully. We're all brothers and sisters. Protect my town, people. Protect my town. Everybody has a responsibility today to protect my town. My town is your town. You're welcome here today. My town is your town. We're all here together. We are all here together. I love this community. I love the fact that everybody came out today. This is not about me. This is about you. Welcome to the city of Fitchburg. Every one of you, welcome. Welcome to the city of Fitchburg. Make some change and make your voices heard. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Train roll.
I am hot, I am sweat, I am hungry. First, I want to say what y'all means thank you. I was once asked, are you hungry? When you're not hungry. I've never been so hungry for justice. My friends, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for showing up. Secondly, I wanted to say to my black colleagues, the black community, the black leaders, and my black students, I am so sorry. Today I stand with you and your families across the country to condemn the death of George Floyd, who was killed in Minneapolis on May 25th by 4 Minneapolis officers, not just one, 4. Mr. Floyd's horrific death was preventable, and he did not have to die like an animal, bleed to his last breath. But every bit of that 9 minutes was enabled by a deeply rooted system of racial inequality, oppression, discrimination here in what's supposed to be the greatest nation in the world, the United States of America. If you haven't noticed, I am an Asian American, a Southeast Asian American, and a Hmong American. This year marked the 45th year of Southeast Asian American immigrated to this country. During a wave of escalated anti-Asian racism, I join you and everyone here in this city, this region, this state, to demand justice for George and other victims of police brutality in solidarity with the black community. As leader of my community, I know how important it is for me, for us to show up, not just today, not just tomorrow, but every day for the black community and communities of color. I don't care the next statement you can agree or disagree with me, but to the black community and the black leaders, I look you in the eyes. I want you to know that my community's path to equity have been a direct product of your 400 years of occupation, building this country, of the historic civil rights wins and struggles that you continue to build. We, as well as we have to endure to this day. In closing, I challenge our appointed leaders and the system that have been benefited them from having communities of color pit against one another to not just stand with us, but partner with us and end systematic racism for all of us. Change begins today. Change begins today, this moment. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. At this time, we're going to hear from our Minority Coalition President, Irene Hernandez.
Mama! That was the last word that George Floyd said to his mom, who had died 2 years previously. He said, Mama, let that set in to your minds, to your hearts. Let it become internal so that when each one of you guys leave here and our elected officials, that they can take this home and have integrity with what they say they will do. I ask each and every one of you, vote. It does matter. Vote. If you don't like somebody who's here, get rid of them. Vote them out. But at the same time, rise. Rise and run for office. Be the change you want to see, because if you don't get up, then you're silent. Then you're silent. Then you're silent. Are you silent? Did you take this day to be silent? Run for office. Support somebody who's running for office. If something's not working, you fix it, you change it. Because you know what? You got the power. You have the intention. You have the integrity to do so because you have it already. We don't need permission. We don't need permission. We don't need permission. So stop blaming everybody else. Take your power and march. No more lives. Not one more. Not one more. And I leave you with this. For those in any city and town across the United States and here in Fitchburg, you heard from our mayor. He said that he welcomes us, right? He said that he is in partnership with us. So guess what? We get to sit on the councils, commissions, boards, and any board or commission that is acting on our behalf. We get to sit there. We get to sit there. Send your applications in. Apply for positions, because we get to sit there to make decisions, because we are not one people, but we get to be heard. We get to be heard. Do not be silenced. Because the last thing we seen with George Floyd was, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And when he left, who did he call? His mama. Mothers and fathers of brown and black children, we continue to pray. We continue to be in solidarity. Our white allies, our white elected officials, you get to pray for us. You get to pray for our kids. You get to pray for us, because you know what? You will never know what it is to wake up every day as a person of color. You don't. You don't. You can feel something. You can feel sad for this. But until one person in your family is killed because their whiteness, that's when you can feel. And this is not a race thing. I just want all of our white people to know, yo, stand with us. Don't say you know what we feel, because you don't. Don't say, oh, I don't see color. That's a lie. Because I see every one of your colors in here. I see what you're wearing. I see your black and white tennis shoes. I see your blue shirt, your red bandana. Don't say that. Don't say that, because it's an insult in saying that we are not educated enough to know better. Amen. Don't say that. Amen. Be honest. And if you know you don't get it and you have some biases, work on it. Be honest with yourself, because it's not easy work. And if you need help, call me. I will help you out. Call me. With that, I appreciate each and every one of you that came out here. May God bless you and continue to pour peace, love, and understanding, because a lot of times people don't know what they're doing because they don't know, because they've been educated wrongly, right? So it's not about blaming nobody. It's about taking responsibility as to what we educate our community with. Yes or yes? I love you and thank you for this peaceful demonstration because that's who we are. We're people who are powerful. We're tribal. We're loving. We're kind. We take care of one another, and that's what you guys proved today. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, Irene, thank you. All right, we have a dear friend of ours, Melanie Kirkendall. We're going to ask her to say a few words. She's a mother, a black mother of 4, a grandmother of 10, a great-grandmother of, how many great-grandchildren do you got? How many great-grandchildren? 6. We asked her to say a few words. She's a mother, and I'm a mother, and I'm a grandmother. We're grieving for our babies, and we don't want to bury any of them. We're going to ask her to say a few words.
I am a black single woman. I lost my husband in the streets. My kids were very young. I raised them, and I raised them right. I raised them to see no color. I raised them to be respectful of all people, of all race, of all religion. I'm here today to speak to you to say George Floyd was not my physical, but he was my brother. I had a husband. I have a brother. I have uncles. I have male friends, black and white. I come to you on today and said, enough is enough. Let's get together. Let's not talk about it. Let's do something about it. Black Lives Matter.
The president of the Montechusett MLK Coalition couldn't be here today, but she sent a letter and she asked that I read it to you all. So I'm going to share this with you. Dear Fitchburg neighbors, on behalf of the Montechusett Martin Luther King Coalition, we stand with you. We too are sad as we mourn another senseless loss and are angry over the injustice. We are with you in grief and disbelief, but we are one race, the human race. Therefore, it is important that we seek justice, but we must remain nonviolent in our demand. The Montechusett MLK Coalition stands by the principles and philosophy of nonviolence. Reverend Dr. King led us through some of our darkest days, changing our course in history through the modern civil rights movement. He educated, inspired, and challenged us to peacefully protest injustices. He was a model of great leadership, leading us to landmark gains, which began to outlaw discriminatory practices against African Americans. The Montechusett MLK Coalition, in his name, exists to carry on his work and carry out his dream that all people, regardless of skin color, be treated with dignity and respect. While Reverend Dr. King led the movement, many made uncomfortable sacrifices through nonviolence so that African Americans could live in a more just society. We still have work to do. We continue that work toward his dream through nonviolence. Reverend Dr. King's writings and philosophy are a timeless blueprint from which we can continue to build a better community and country for all. We need to begin by encouraging each other to become our best selves. It is imperative that we educate ourselves and future generations about the hurts and hurdles overcome and heights achieved in breaking the barrier of injustice. Exercise your right to vote. Run for office, but especially be empowered through education. I'll leave you with a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. Nonviolence is a powerful and just weapon which cuts without wounding and enables the man who wields it. It is a sword that heals. Martin Luther King Jr.
Thank you, Eladia. So listen, right now, I just want to acknowledge some more friends, some more partners, members of Fitchburg City Council that are here. Come on, give it up for our City Council. Thank you. I saw Senator Tran over there. Thank you, Senator Tran. Also, you give honor to whom honor is due. If we want respect, we have to do what? All right, there you go. All right, anybody else? I just want to make sure. Where? I saw Councilor Sam. Where is she? I saw her. Oh, she's right in front. Right in front of me. Thank everyone for coming out to support this idea. Now we're getting ready to hear from the young people. Who? Oh, our superintendent of schools is here, Bob Jokler. Come on, shout out for Bob Jokler, our superintendent of schools. Thank you, Bob, for supporting us. Thank you, Chief Roy. Thank you so much for supporting us. All right, now we're getting ready to hear from the young people. The real reason why we're here. We're getting ready to hear from the voices that really, really live this. The young people that go out every day. And I told our chief, I said, Chief, we want to hear from our young people. He said, that's who I want to hear from. He said, that's who I'm going to learn from. He said, do not snuff out their voices. Let their voices be heard.
My name is Shaylee, and this is my sister Devaney, and we're from Fitchburg. We're here to tell you that Black Lives Matter. In the last week, we've been to many protests and saw people hurt, tired, and we want change for our lifestyle. We shouldn't have to stand up here and fight for our existence in this world. The only way we could change is if we all come together and stand as one. It's unfair that we have to fear our lives and feel unequal from everyone else. We shouldn't have to. No one should. We matter. When I say no justice, you say no peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. Thank you.
That's it.
My name is Derek. I'm from here, Fitchburg, limits of the area. It's unfortunate that we have to come here and we have to actually do this. It's unfortunate that Fitchburg had to come together and actually have to do something. But the positive part about this whole entire thing is that you guys showed up. Is that it wasn't all together, but you guys showed up and you wanted to see this happen. You guys want to make change, and that's exactly where we start. That's where I start. That's why I'm here. I have kids. I know people who have kids. I have kids who are here. I have family who is here. My family, everyone here in my family. This is love. Black Lives Matter.
How you doing? My name is Eric Miles. I'm from Fitchburg, born and raised. Been here my whole life. I've lived up here. I've lived down south. I've seen how it goes both ways. I've lived around black races. I lived around white races. It's all one and the same. We have to hold ourselves accountable more for what we do in the light and which brings out other people's light. So if you're doing things that you can't abide by and you can't hold just to your heart, you shouldn't be doing it. And then you give the right for somebody else to do that. Accountability is where it starts. There's all types of people here. It ain't just black, it ain't just white, it ain't just Spanish. It's everybody. So everybody here has to hold accountability for what we came here to do. So when we step out of here today and we leave, whether it's 5 minutes from now, 5 hours from now, or whatever, these cops, these city people, they're gonna let us do what we wanna do. But if we take advantage of this and we do it in an ignorant way, it don't do nothing but put us back to point blank. You know what I mean? So hold true to what you stand here for. Hold true to your families. Hold true to your loved ones. And remember, the name on your back ain't yours. You borrowed it. We all borrowed our names from somebody. We all came from somewhere. My family was one of the first black families in this city. I've been here strong. My family been here strong. We put good faith on our name, and that's what we're going to stand by. So do that for yourselves and for your people and for your city, and we're going to be all right.
My name's Takia. I'm from Fitchburg. I lived here pretty much my whole life, Fitchburg, Shirley area. What I came to say today was pretty much what he said before me. Take accountability, take responsibility. Black people, brown people, know your history, know where we come from. The blood that runs within us is not weak. Our ancestors didn't wear chains for no reason. Take your power. Know your history. First and foremost, know your history. Know where we came from. Know that we're not gonna die out here. Because Black Lives Matter. Brown people, y'all are black too. Black Lives Matter. And that's really all I gotta say. No justice, no peace.
My name is Nicolette, and I'm from the area. I've been in Fitchburg all my life, so I just came really to say thank everybody for coming out. This is definitely what we needed. It is somewhat unfortunate, but at the same time, it just shows that we can all come together in a peaceful manner. And also, I just wanted to throw it out there that Black lives do matter, brown lives, white lives matter, all lives do matter. So for us to come together today, it just shows that we can do this. If there's a misunderstanding about race, and just have a conversation, dialogue. That's why we're all here today, is to have this conversation. We need to start talking together and being together because we're all in this together. So keep it strong. Black Lives Matter.
How y'all doing? I'm Antoine. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, where it's kind of rough out there right now. I lived in Fitchburg practically all my life, Fitchburg, Shirley area. I just want to say vote. That's really what I want to say is vote. We got to vote these people out who is binding us, who is keeping us down. We got to vote, people. If you have not registered to vote, vote. Please go register. November is so important right now for us. The blood of our ancestors is on these streets right now, helping us to tell us to go vote. Not just vote the orange guy out, but vote his minions out. Vote the people out of Senate. Vote them out. We need that guy to get out of here. We need someone that will step up and change this country, change the world. Vote.
All right, thank you to all of our speakers. Unfortunately, listen, we could go on and on and on, but we're out of time. We're at a time frame, and we want to do things how? Decently and in order. Okay? We want to do things decently and in order. So now here's what I ask. Now I need every one of us to agree to this. And if you disagree, you're not a part of us. If I'm telling you right now, I don't care if you, my step cousin, you are not a part of us. We claim everybody. I'm gonna make a humble request. When we're done, I'm gonna ask that we go back to our homes because remember, COVID-19 is still very real. So don't let this rally be worth you dying in the hospital over COVID-19. So put your mask back on when it's time to go. Go back home so no one gets sick. We don't need these cases to triple. Am I making any sense? We've been given a lot of information today. There's a lot of ways we can still make our voices heard. But today we need to remain safe medically. We need to make sure we protect our city, protect our image. That's the most important thing. We're here to our voices be heard, but we're protecting our image. We don't want, where's my friend Josh Brogadier? Channel 5 is my favorite news station. And I look forward to seeing Josh Brogadier every day. Is he still here? Where is he? He left? Where is he? Well, he's probably up there too. That's my favorite station. So listen, we're going to make sure that when Josh leaves here, he can go back and tell the other communities, Fitchburg did it right. We want to make sure they go back and say, you ought to call Fitchburg and ask them, how did they do it? So listen, our brothers and sisters that came from communities from all over, you're our brothers from another mother. We appreciate you. We thank you. But I'm going to tell you something that my auntie told me. If I'm your real aunt, you won't tear up my house when you leave. She said, you'll behave in my house and you'll respect my house. And that will show me if you love me or not, like you say you do. So now I'm asking you, do you love your brothers and sisters that are here in the struggle today? Do you love your brothers and sisters who are here today? Then we are asking you, be supportive, be respectful, no foolishness, no violence. If you love us, then leave our house in the same order which you found it. We wasn't fighting our police before you got here. We ain't gonna fight them now. We don't name call our officers. 50% of the officers been school resource officers and know half the kids in the city. They've been there in the struggle with us. Get out of the military, come back to serve their family. So we're not gonna disrespect them. We can agree to disagree, but we're not going to disrespect them. We're going to take the high road. Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go where? So we're going to respect them. We're going to respect our leadership. We're not going to name call. What are you going to benefit from calling somebody a name? Somebody told a lie and said, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. That's a lie. You can say a word and it'll stick with somebody for the rest of their life, whether it's positive or it's negative. And guess what? That goes both ways. Both ways. So I ask you, my brothers and sisters, as we get ready to leave this powerful moment, don't turn this away from the real issue. The real issue is violence. It's real. That's the real issue. Violence against people, unarmed people. So that's the real issue. If you're going to focus on the real issue, then what does that building have to do with the issue? Okay? So I want to thank you all for coming. I appreciate you. I love you. We love you. Thank you to all my clergy brothers. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Listen, we get ready to do the benediction. And listen, we'll ask everybody again, when you leave, please be respectful as we disperse from this part of the city. Father, we thank you, Lord, for this day. God, we give you all of the glory. And God, we give you all of the honor. We thank you, Lord, for the spirit of unity. And we ask, God, that if anyone who is trying to perpetrate any ungodliness, I ask that you will stop them right in their tracks. And let someone show them that they are loved and that we love them as well. Thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you, my brothers. God bless you.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty.
rejoicing, rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling seas. Sing a song full of the hope that the dark past has brought us. Sing a song full of the faith that the present has taught us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won.